We've known for a long time that there are massive problems at Warner Brothers and specifically DC. It's why James Gunn is being brought in to effectively reboot the entire universe. But as we get off the first weekend of Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods and roll into the second weekend, the excuses have already started rolling in for its complete and total failure. This is not just a disappointing box office result. No, this is a complete and total flop for Warner Brothers and for DC. Shazam 2's opening weekend not only was lower than the first Shazam movie, albeit several years later, it was lower than any other DCEU movie in history, even worse than Birds of Prey. And it does spell doom and gloom for this version of Shazam with Zachary Levi and David Sandberg directing. Any hope that it had to survive the James Gunn reboot is officially done. And with all of this negativity out there, a lot of people surrounding this project are already starting to shift blame, including Zachary Levi. Now, I'll be clear, most of the things I've seen from Zachary Levi, he seems like a cool dude, seems like a good guy. However, it does seem like he is coping right now with the complete and total failure that is Shazam 2. Now, does he have some reason to be upset with everything that's changed at Warner Brothers, all the different things they've done to DCU, the fact that they fired Henry Cavill, announced we're effectively rebooting the whole universe, maybe made people not as interested in his movie? He might have very good reason to be upset. Nonetheless, he's coming off extremely salty as he is starting to blame anyone and everyone for the failure of this movie. And it really started when he was talking about the marketing. Zachary Levi reacts to Shazam 2 flop. The biggest issue we're having is marketing. It's a good family movie, but families didn't know that they could go see it. Well, that's leaving people wondering as well, because the marketing for this movie was actually rather expensive. Reportedly, $100 million in marketing, and that's for a movie that had about $100 to $110 million production budget. That is a massive marketing budget for a movie like this. So first, you try to blame the marketing. Then we heard some other things. Zachary Levi sharing a report about The Rock, about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I talked about this yesterday. I wholeheartedly believe that The Rock was really difficult, had wanted nothing to do with Shazam, despite the fact that his character Black Adam is completely linked to Shazam. You can't get them away from each other. But he didn't want Zachary Levi in his movie. He didn't want to appear in any Shazam movies. And he even prevented any of the cast from his movie appearing in Shazam 2. That's how controlling The Rock was in his bid to make himself the center of the DC universe. Well, Zachary Levi shared out that article indicating that some blame should be passed on The Rock. Then what did we see? Oh, of course, you have to blame a certain segment of the fans, the Zack Snyder fans who, yeah, let's be honest, there's some Zack Snyder fans out there that did not want this direction for the DC universe, are happy that something like Shazam is failing, is happy that these things are failing because DC made, in their opinion, the wrong steps. They went the wrong way with this entire franchise, and now they're being forced to reboot it. But the problem is, as time goes on and we're seeing more of these things come out, more of these interviews from Zachary Levi talking about toxic fans and how some people out there just don't like him because he might not like some movies, it's beginning to look very pathetic for Zachary Levi. How many different ways, how many different fingers you have to point before you just say, you know what? Hey, I think we made a good movie, but it looks like people aren't interested. That's the bottom line. You can't just point the finger at, oh, some fans, The Rock, the marketing. You can't just do that. The reality is there's a massive fucking problem at Warner Brothers and with DC. That's why they wanted to go for this reboot. But I don't know if James Gunn's the right guy. I personally don't have any faith in that. When you look at the box office results so far for Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods, a pathetic $65 million worldwide opening when the first one had $158 million worldwide opening. And it's only gotten worse on Monday and Tuesday. After this pathetic opening weekend, Monday, 1.69 million. Tuesday, 2.4 million. It's not even close to what we saw from Shazam. Obviously, Shazam had a $53 million opening weekend. First Monday, $3 million. First Tuesday, 4.9, nearly $5 million. You're looking at numbers that are almost double what we're seeing from Shazam right now. In the case of Wednesday, it was double. This is even worse, as we've said before, than Birds of Prey. These are the Birds of Prey first Monday, first Tuesday. More than Shazam 2. This is an unmitigated disaster for Zachary Levi, for David Sandberg, for Shazam, for everything. It's another DC movie, the second consecutive DC movie after Black Adam that will definitively lose money, lose a shit ton of money for Warner Brothers. And Zachary Levi right now, I don't think is doing himself any favors by, faking like he's super positive on Twitter, all the while trying to place some blame in certain directions. You might think you made a good movie. You might think you made a great movie. Ultimately, people are not going to see it. People aren't interested in seeing it. That is the reality. What do you guys think about this? Let me know about the Shazam 2 box office flop and some of the blame that's trying to be shifted around the DC universe. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.